Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. Bart here.
And I'm Scott.
And we've got a blended Scotch whiskey called Harleston Green.
Harleston Green is from Lomond Distillery, but it's a blend.
We're going to test it! Sweeter style, maybe?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Ooh. All right, so we'll see. We just did a blend, maybe a week and a half ago that I thought would be more sweet from Kirkland. I'm curious if this one will be.
I need a new glass. Hold on. I wasn't even ready.
Oh, I thought you said you needed something else that rhymed with glass. I need a new. I was like, what?
Hit the go button. Not ready. This one, okay, so I had not seen this one before. My wife picked this up for me last year in Colorado when she was out there. It's a 40% blended Scotch whiskey, Harleston Green. And then on the back it says distilled and bottled by the Lomond Distillery, Scotland.
Interesting.
3 years old.
I get a lot of vanilla notes, so go ahead, sorry.
Is it a blend or is it a single malt from Lomond?
Well, it says blend, it's a blend, right?
But it says distilled and bottled by Lomond.
Well, they could do a blend, though. So it's called a blended Scotch whiskey.
It says it's distilled by Lomond. See what I'm saying? I know it says blended Scotch whiskey, but on the back it also says distilled and bottled.
I would imagine the single malt that's part of the blend is from Lomond, and then they've added in whatever other grains.
But then it would be a single grain whiskey. A blended would mean it came from different distilleries. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or it'd be a single grain whiskey, meaning it came from one distillery, Lomond.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Because you get into the weeds with single grain means it's all one distillery, but this looks more like they distilled the malt and then probably brought in some grains from maybe somewhere else. So it's not a single grain. Isn't single grain, well, I don't know. It gets confusing because I always wonder if it says single grain, I know it's supposed to all be from a distillery, but can it just mean it's not barley that's in it? I don't know. If it's a single
grain would be not malted barley.
Right.
Anything else.
Anything else but not malted barley. I don't know. I like when it's a blended malt. Because then there's nothing but malted barley, but it is a blended malt.
40% ABV. It's a little bit better nose here. You were talking about the Kirkland blended Scotch whiskey we just did. It was a little fainter on the nose. This one has a little bit more pronounced.
Sugars.
Almost a green apple.
Yes, I could definitely. Yep.
Green apple, malty.
Green apple with the caramel wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Ah, that is nice. I like it.
Oaky, citrusy, vanillas, green apples, caramels.
And, as hoped, much sweeter on the palate with a nice little, it's got that caramel note and then it's got a raw, like organic sugar flavor to it as well.
Yeah. Yep. Pure cane sugar.
Yeah. Trying to pick up, though, I get a little hint of oak, but a lot of vanilla in the finish.
Yeah.
Not much else there. But
usually indicative of a younger spirit.
And grain.
Yeah. And it states 3 years old. So for a 3-year-old Scotch whiskey, though,
not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
I like it. That's the sweetness that I like when I see the blended Scotch whiskey. It's kind of this expectation I have that it's that cane sugar, that raw sugar sweetness, but not overpowering, not syrupy. Sweetness.
Sugar. Give me sugar. What's wrong with your face, Edgar? Little bit of maltiness, graininess showing on the nose, but overall a nice palate for a 40% blended Scotch whiskey. One I haven't seen before, one I haven't even heard of before. It's got to be, lesser known, lower entry point. I'm guessing here. I don't know because, like I said, my wife had bought this for me. I'm gonna guess, $40, $30 to $40 range on it, maybe.
Okay. Guys holding golf clubs on the front.
So the Kirkland blended Scotch whiskey really didn't meet expectations for me. This one's exceeding expectations a little bit. A lot better palate here. A little bit more of a mouthfeel. A little bit more of a whiskey I could see myself just sipping on.
Yes. And I think that's about it. It's a blend that gives you what you would expect. Score-wise, starting from your 80, there's nothing here that's like super wow factor or anything other than it does give me that expected sweetness. It's not bad. I don't know if I could have picked 3 years or 8, but I'll go 83 on it just because it gives me what I expect with the sweet.
Right with me, that's what I was thinking.
Perfect.
83.
Yep.
We align. The stars have aligned. We should have like one light that turns on when that happens. The other these go down and there's like a spotlight on.
And it just shows us. All right, now we've got a couple Patreon shout outs.
One left.
Oh, just one.
$3.
So if you like us, if you like you go to Patreon, you look up Scotch Test Dummies, you can do $1 a month, $1 a show. You can set the term of whatever you want. So go there. And who are we going to thank on this one?
Troy Spencer. Now he's a $3 supporter.
He is.
We're going to shout his name.
Gusto.
With gusto.
Gusto.
Troy Spencer!
Woo! Thank you, Troy. Welcome aboard. And you can send a photo.
There you go.
As long as you cover the
pickle.
Pickle needs to be covered. We don't get a lot of photos
or pickle
coming in.
Area.
Well, I don't know.
Just in case.
I don't know. I think you could, if you cover the pickle, I think you're in. Well, yeah, in the area.
Yeah.
Very good point. I won't go counter to the area. So, yeah.
Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. We got shirts, hats, coins, glasses, dropper sets, all kinds of stuff you can buy. Help support the show. Keeps the lights on, keeps the whiskey coming,
and keeps the show afloat. It keeps us going. Oh, sing song Saturday. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
So on you.
Dummies.